Hey, Slick. Yes, you. Got a flash new gold pan, huh? Going to get so much more gold now. Ever wonder why Grandpa's old rusty pan always got more gold than your slick new pan? That's because, like you, your pan is too slick. The gold just slides on off with the rest of the material. Got some sandpaper? Well, that was strangely convenient. Now what you need to do is rough up the surface of the pan. Create a texture to catch the pieces on the bottom. Don't forget the riffles as well. There you go. Now you're ready to get that shiny stuff. G'day, it's Jason here from In Search of Australia. Today I'm braving 3-degree temperatures to try some suggestions. So Gadsy from Buckshot Prospecting told me to make an attachment for my yabby pump, so I've done that. It's probably my own version, not his, but I definitely took it from his ideas. And Ione McGarry suggested to use a bottle like this to get into the crevices so that you can manipulate how you shape it to dig things out. I'm going to see whether we actually get more gold this time from pretty much the same place, Sunny Corner. Safe to say, it's a bit nippy. That's ice. Frost on rocks. I will wait until the sun comes over that ridge. So a bit of a correction. It's -1 degrees here. I only found out because my fingers were freezing up, so I went back to the car and turned the heater on, then looked at the dash. Another correction. I moved and it was -3 degrees. Because it's -3 degrees and there's ice on some of the water about 5 mil thick, I thought I'd have a little bit of an adventure off the side and have a look for Sunny Corner Mine, just to see what it's like. I'm in an all-wheel drive, not my normal ute, and I still can't come down here. It's quite eroded, so I've parked back up the hill a bit and I'll walk down. There's some awesome bird sounds happening at the moment. I'm not sure what sort they are, but have a listen. I think this might even challenge some 4-wheel drives. Looks like people have been putting logs in to try and traverse it. So here's the original road. And you can see over to the left here, they've forged a new road. I've made it to where the mine should be, and there's a spectacular valley of bedrock. I can imagine a lot of gold is washed downstream from here. Now, before all those prospectors out there get really excited about this location, you have to remember that it's actually highly contaminated with mercury, sulfur, and any other metals and chemicals that are associated with mines. I'm starting to see mining relics a little bit more frequently now, so I believe I'm getting closer to the location. Hazard to think what's leaking out of that. The contamination of the water has apparently started growing a lot of algae, which is actually cleaning it up. There's a lot of research going on to how well the environment can rebalance. You like your fungi? Lots of specimens here. Is this a case of fungi on fungi? I imagine there was a quartz seam running right along here. I only just found it because I saw a huge amount of material that didn't look natural. That's just over there to the left. Looking up on that hill there again, it doesn't look natural, so I'll go and have a look up here. That was a good assumption. It's probably as close as I'll get to the edge. If I go down there, this will definitely be my last video. That was very interesting. The areas I found, not from any knowledge of my own, I just sort of followed trails and hoped for the best, and also used a little bit of reasoning. I didn't find the actual mines, well, one mine I should say, but there's images I've seen online of deeper mines and bigger ones that you can actually walk into. But, you know, I'd need to find out exactly where those are. It is an interesting area though, so worth coming down and having a look. I might bring a metal detector one time just to see, but I get the feeling there'd be a lot of junk and you could see it around the place. Anyway, let's go back to crevicing. The idea of this is to thin out the area that you suck in. I actually made mine extra long because there are some quite deep crevices here. The great thing about this is that you can mould the tip, thanks to Gadsy's idea there, and remove it if you're not using it. I came back to the crevice that I was at last time to just see if I'd missed something. There was actually a little shelf under there that I have to get to with the yabby pump and its extension. Now, this won't hurt a bit. Now you'll notice that I've got a green pan now, and I've prepped it, as you probably saw in the little ad. There's a choice of blue and green, but I chose green because I go for sapphires and I just don't need the blue to mix with that. I don't think there's much difference with the colours otherwise, so this is good though. The reason I did go for this was to distinguish the black sand. I was finding that really difficult with the black pans. So this is the maiden voyage of this green pan. One of the other features I like about having this attachment is it actually catches material without it flowing out really quickly. So I've got to take this off and clean it up, but when you just have the opening, lots of material pops out straight away. So this is really an advantage. And just out of a few little pumps, I have missed gold here. So that extension definitely helps. So the idea of this cut container is that when I push it into a crevice, it'll mould into the shape of the crevice. So I'm going to give it a go. Definitely feel it changing shape. I can definitely feel it changing shape, but when I ran into some little jagged rocks, it started to break. So it's a really good idea. I'd say you might need to bring a few as you wear them down. So the moldability of this was actually really quite effective, especially this thin edge that you get from the plastic bottle. I was certainly scraping up as much as possible in sort of wider crevices. It does have a limit as to how thin it can go, so you might still miss things, which of course this pump will pick up. The only other catch I had on that was it started to fray, so it broke after I hit sort of, I guess it was like a bit of bedrock that was sharper and I couldn't see it. So you might want a few of these if you're going to use these. but both tools certainly got me more gold. I'd left gold behind from the last venture here. It's quite amazing what gets left behind. This is all from the same places I went to in the last video here at Sunny Corner, Mitchell's Creek. And using these extra tools certainly created more efficient extraction of the gold. I assume if I'd been using those last time, we would have had a higher count for that 13 litres. So I'd call that a success. I actually gathered about the same amount of material as I came here last time, so about 13 litres, and it'll be interesting to see the difference. I did go back to places I'd already been, so maybe I diluted what I'd get. However, there was gold there that I'd left behind. So I'll definitely be going with the attachments and plastic bottles that are cut off at the top to help gather those last little skerricks of gold. I'll go home and we'll see how much it weighs up to. So how much gold did I miss? Oh, I dropped a bit over the edge there. Oh, won't come up. There we go. About a third of the gold was missed last time.